There's an interesting program at Jasper Engines and Transmissions that helps people grow. Let's find out about that in this edition of WJTS Inform. Joining me in the studio is Mark Balsmeyer. Mark is the Manager of Continuous Improvement at Jasper Engines and Transmissions. And we're going to talk about a program called J.E.T.T, which is kind of a play on the J.E.T. for Jasper Engines and Transmissions. What does J.E.T.T stand for?
It stands for Jasper Endows Today and Tomorrow. It is, in essence, a giving circle which allows a unique giving experience to its members that they can have a greater impact on organizations throughout the community. And it's also a way for us to learn a lot more about those philanthropic opportunities in the community.
Well, why would Jasper Engines do this? Why would you guys say, hey, we need to have a giving circle? Well,
for me, it was about a challenge that I had from our CEO, Doug Bobble, that I wanted to learn more about philanthropy. He gave me a couple books. He gave me some information that I could read up on. And what it led me to was how giving circles are becoming more and more common throughout the United States. And as I got to learn a little bit more about that, I happen to know that there's an organization called Emerging Leaders here in the community, and I got involved with Emerging Leaders. What I saw from that giving circle was an opportunity, and that opportunity led me to ask a few questions around our company if this would be something that would potentially work in our environment.
Now, it really says something about Jasper Engines to have this program within your company. Congratulations for that.
Thank you.
And thanks for that.
Thank you.
Who can be a member of the J.E.T.T?
So really anyone that is an associate of Jasper Engines or a family member. So when I say having a greater impact, what that allows us to do is pool our resources. So if you and I give $100 individually, we're only going to have so much of an impact to an organization. But if 50 of us come together and pool our funds, we're going to have a much, much greater impact. So by also offering to the family, now we get spouses involved. It becomes more of a family, and it becomes more of a larger, becomes much larger so that we can potentially have even greater impact in the community.
And to be a part, you got to be a Jasper associate.
Yes.
But you have to pay to be in it. So you're buying into it. You're more involved than just saying, okay, I'm a member of the club.
Right. So there's some skin in the game. There's we have to convince people that giving their own money to this organization is worthwhile, and we try to promote that by being able to get together and to identify collectively where we want those monies to go.
Now, you just recently made your announcements for 2015, and who gets the money and what do they get?
Well, we actually are going to be, this is the first year we'll have 4 grants.
Wow.
So Crisis Connection, Freedom Reigns, Crawford County Child Abuse Prevention Council, and also a national organization called Metal Missions, which is part of I Am a Difference Maker organization. So this past year we got a lot of involvement from some of our outside sales representatives that are located throughout the country. So we wanted to open up and offer more of a national flavor. So they actually nominated a couple of organizations, and we were able to choose from them.
That is really neat. Now, yeah. I guess now we've made the granting for this year.
Yes.
And thanks, from everybody for what you're doing there. So now when folks are making donations, it's going toward 2016.
Correct.
Who can apply for a grant?
It's got to be a 501c organization. So even though we know that there are a lot of opportunities with people who have, some bad situations that occur, it does have to be a 501c, and that is part of our involvement with the Community Foundation. Locally here, the Du Bois County Community Foundation, Brad Ward and company they have worked with us very well. They actually help us to facilitate this whole process. So that is one of the reasons that has to occur.
Okay, and they would go through them, or should they contact Jasper Engines if...
They can do either.
Okay.
You know, obviously, we're looking for as many opportunities as we can to learn about these organizations. Throughout the year, we have various speakers that come out and explain their organizations to us. Again, that's part of our mission statement. We want to get smarter about the decisions we make to support organizations. It's not that there aren't a ton of worthwhile opportunities. We want to just make sure that we're asking a lot of the right questions about how we can potentially, you know, use our funds the best way.
Okay, now the J.E.T.T doesn't just do something at the beginning of November when you do the granting, but you're doing things all year long.
Yes, we take pride in opening ourselves up and our membership up to various organizations that potentially need help other than financial help. You know, we've got a lot of resources available. We are committed to helping the Anderson Woods organization. There's been many volunteers where we've gone out and cut trees down so they could have some sunlight over their gardens and help them rebuild fences to keep their animals in, painted various things. So we want to make sure that we're not just an organization about dollars. We're an organization about giving total resources.
Now, I guess if you'd like to be part of the J.E.T.T, first of all, you need to be an associate at Jasper Engines, and then they contact you and go from there.
Yeah, so when we established Jasper Endows Today and Tomorrow, we created a steering committee, and that steering committee, we do a lot of in-house, we'll use our television monitors and our communication inside of the plant, so people know kind of who they can contact. It's a very easy process. There's actually our website where it takes about 3 minutes to run through that. It goes to the community foundation, and then we get notification that we have a new member. And we've got T-shirts and name tags for individuals. So it kind of separates folks to know who's involved with our organization.
Well, thanks to Jasper Engines for leading, doing another leading industry event within your program, within your own company, to make things better for those outside of your company.
Well, this is something that wasn't new to us. We had people within our company that were always giving of time and talents. This is just a little more formal process that allows us to grow our internal membership and to have an even bigger a bigger opportunity to make a big impact in a lot of different areas and to learn a whole lot. So it's been fun.
Growth for those associated with it and growth for those who do get the grants from you.
Sure.
All right. Mark, thank you very much for coming.
You're very welcome. Thank you, Bill.
Our guest has been Mark Balsmeyer. He is the Continuous Improvement Manager at Jasper Engines and Transmissions. You've heard about J.E.T.T. Thanks for watching. We're local people watching local people.